Most new door-to-door reps don't fail because they can't sell. They fail because nobody teaches them how to survive their first 30 days. I've personally been through unpaid commissions, bad teams, bad structure, and bad leadership, and I almost quit. If somebody would have given me this exact video before I started, it would have saved me months of stress. And if you could take it from anybody, trust me, I know exactly what you're going through if it's your first 30 days on the doors and you're struggling. You're probably wondering, why
the fuck am I not closing? Why are people just telling me now? You're probably wondering, why does everybody else that you watch online do this look so much more confident than you are? You're probably even questioning your decision on getting in the door-to-door. You're probably like, man, why the heck am I knocking doors when I could be doing anything else? You're probably even wondering if you're even cut out for it. You see other people doing the exact same thing that you're doing in your office, but performing better. And you probably wonder why the hell that's happening.
And for anybody that's watching that has no idea who I am, I'm Financial Mike. I've been in the door-to-door industry for over 5 years. I started when I was 18. I'm 22 years old now. I've sold millions in revenue. I've gotten rejected at countless amount of doors. I've seen what works and I've seen what hasn't. And I've trained countless of reps throughout the whole entire US on industries like solar, fiber, anything door-to-door, because sales is one of those things that you learn and it's transferable to all other aspects of life. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I broke down everything that you're going to need to know to survive your first 30 days of door-to-door into 4 survival pillars. We're going to be going over mindset survival, the mindset that you need to have before hitting a door to ensure that you're successful. 2, we're going to be going over the skill development, the skills that you need to be working on every single day to get 1% better, because if you're not getting better every day, you're only getting worse. 3, the energy and the discipline that you need on the doorstep to go out there and get more sales. 4, we're going to be going over the harsh reality of finances when you first get into door-to-door and how to mitigate the struggle that you may be going through. Mindset survival, let's get straight into it. The exact mindset that you need on the doorstep to ensure that you get more sales, because believe it or not, your mindset is everything. It will either make or break you, or it will either determine if you have a good day or if you have a really bad day on the doorstep. But the very first thing that we want to go over is expecting rejection. If you are expecting people to go and say yes to your offer, you got it all fucked up. And that's just me being blunt. I've seen a whole bunch of people get into the door-to-door industry.
And they're like, I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna make a lot of sales, and then they go out there their
first week and their head gets crushed because they're just getting rejected left and right. And somebody that was all the way up here when getting started, their mindset goes all the way down here because they just got hit with a harsh reality check. The harsh reality is that we're knocking on people's doors unexpected. They don't want us there. They weren't even expecting us there. So you just going and giving out your regular offer isn't going to flip somebody from a hard no to a super warm and a hard yes. So that's a whole other topic, but expect rejection. Every single no that you get out there is going to get you closer to your yes. In door-to-door sales, you get paid by the no. People think you get paid by the yes, but the more no's that you take pays you. So if you're having a bad day out there, go eat a couple more no's. If you're getting shit on, just keep on hitting doors, because all of those no's that you're taking in are going to lead you to that buyer that you're looking for. That's how come we do door-to-door. It's kind of like trick-or-treating. We're looking for the treats. We're not trying to get tricked out there. So with that being said, detach from your emotion. Because if you're emotional in this industry, you just get cooked. If you get really upset that you had a bad day, and I'm the same way, I'm super, super hard on myself. And the reason why is because I hold myself accountable. If I'm not doing what I know that I can be doing, I get super pissed. But there's a way to handle that. So detach your emotions, right? If I have a bad day, I know in the back of my head that tomorrow is another day to be great, and it's another opportunity to talk to X amount of people, and it's another swing at bat for me to go out there and win the day. And even if I'm having a bad day out on the doors, like in real time, I'll be like, even though I got told no, at least I'm out here serving people and I'm helping people. Don't ever voice negative thoughts, because back to the main thing, mindset is everything. Be positive. Put yourself in a good mood when you're out there, and detach from the emotion and detach from the results. As long as you're putting in the hard work, you're gonna see the output of what you put in, and I can promise you that. So detach from your emotions. It's okay if you have bad days. Stop thinking in a short amount of time. Think about this over the long span. If you knock doors every single day for a whole entire month, there is no way that you do not make money. So think about it over the long term and stop thinking about things over a short spurt of time, because that will really mess up with your head. Don't compare yourself to anybody else within your office. Everybody's doing the exact same thing in the office, but how come we got your high performing reps, your mid-tier reps, and then your bottom of the barrel reps? There are little things that people are doing differently in the office than you are, and that's the reason why they're getting the results that you're not getting. But don't compare yourself. Focus on getting better. Door to door is one of those jobs in which nobody saves you. Nobody's gonna hold your hand and tell you exactly how to get a sale. If you're not getting better on your off time and your free time, you're literally doing yourself a disservice. Anytime I had free time and I got off of the doors, I was bugging my manager. Hey, I have a question about this. Hey, how do I pull back on the door? Hey, what are some good questions that I can ask that can help me get better? Don't pick from the fruit in the office that's bad. If you have another rep that had a bad day, just like you had a bad day, why the hell are you going to them for advice? I see that happen all the time in the office. Pick from the right grapevine. That's what one of my bosses told me. You want to be learning from the people that are actually performing, because you want to start getting valuable information that you can apply, that you can start seeing the results that will work for you the next day. So don't compare yourself to anybody in the office. Be a sponge. Be the person that wants to learn more, and always go to the people that are doing the best in the office to get better, because that saves you from doing all the guesswork of trying to figure out what works, and you just take what somebody else is doing. Don't copy it verbatim. Everybody pitches their own way. Find out what works for you. Rejection is an identity. If you get rejected, that doesn't define who you are, you know? Like, I've worked with a handful of reps that get rejected, and they just make that the whole entire thing that they talk about all week. Just focus on getting better day in and day out. One thing that I live by is don't say that you can't do it. Say, how can you do it? There's always a way to do something. You just got to figure out how, and always self-diagnose. Always self-diagnose. Thick skin is built. Thick skin is built. If you're watching this video, you're probably struggling on the doors, and you're probably like scrambling, trying to figure out what the hell is gonna work.
Keep on knocking fucking doors.
Thick skin is fucking built. Our job is not supposed to be easy, but the reason why the top of the top reps get paid type of money that they get paid is because they have thick skin. Me, I have thick skin. I got told no for 5 years straight. Before that, I was getting told no by my mom every day for doing simple things. Wanting to play the game, wanting to go outside, wanting to hang out with friends. Rejection is literally everything. Keep on getting told no. Keep on falling in your face. Sometimes you need that in order to go and succeed. Life is literally like a slingshot. You have to go backwards before you go forward. And in this job, you have to build thick skin. Everybody else around you that is new into the office, like, they're half-assing it. They're not taking it serious. And that's the reason why they're just going to be losers and just be lousy. Keep on taking in all the no's that you can get. Have a good head on your shoulder. Focus on making the next day even better. And always have a good mindset and never voice negative thoughts, because if anything, that's going to hurt you more than it's going to benefit you. Skill development. First things first, track your numbers. If you're not tracking your numbers, you're guessing out there. And that's the biggest thing that hurts people in door to door, is that they're guessing. They don't have a system in place that they know that works. I made a video on this the other day, the counter app. Get the counter app to start tracking how many no's that you're taking, how many yeses that you're getting, how many conversations that you're getting, and how many conversations are turning into leads. If you're not tracking your numbers, you're guessing. Gamify this, gamify the job so it becomes easier and it becomes a lot of fun. But track your numbers so you can actually know how many no's it takes before you get your yes. Master your first 10 seconds. If you're getting shooed off on the doorstep within the first 10 seconds, that's because you're boring. You're not being interesting enough. One thing that personally helped me mastering my first 10 seconds was doing an icebreaker. Something that's gonna make them smile, something that's gonna make them laugh, something that's gonna brighten the mood, and I don't sound like a sales robot saying, hey, I'm with XYZ like the 47 people before me that came to the doorstep. Making the homeowner smile buys you an extra 30 seconds. And in our job, we are constantly focusing on buying ourselves more time on the doorstep so we can progress them to the next step of in the sales process. Tonality. Tonality is so important on the doorstep because energy is everything. If you don't sound like you want to be there, if you don't sound enthusiastic, if you don't seem like somebody that they'd want to talk to or that they like or that they'd want to buy from, of course they're just not going to be engaged. Your tonality is what engages people. I talk super soft, I talk super loving, and I just have that inviting energy, which is why I'm able to get people to talk to me, even if they don't want to necessarily. Shadow other people. If you are new into door-to-door, most people just get thrown out there to start working a day after shadowing. Shadow people that are doing good, but more importantly, focus on getting in as many reps on the door that you can. Repetition is only going to help you. So shadow other people that are doing it right, so you're not just going out there and you're guessing what works. Lastly, for your skill development, log every single objection. Some of the top reps that I've trained within the industry, they go out every single day, they have a notepad and a pen and a piece of paper, and they log every single objection that they get, what they actually said. They come back to me and they let me know what they said, because your pitch could have worked from A, B, and C, but why didn't you get to D? Maybe start voice memoing, recording your pitch, because obviously you're doing something that works, but there's somewhere that you missed out on the homeowner that you got to go and fix, so you're not getting told no and you can turn that no into a yes. So log your objections, start taking voice memos, and start self-editing your pitch, because like I mentioned earlier, if you're not getting better, you're only getting worse. Nobody's gonna hold your hand throughout this process. Constantly seek to get better at the job. Daily habits. Your daily habits literally determine how your whole entire summer is gonna go. Whether you're doing door-to-door on a full year schedule or you're just doing a summer sales schedule, your daily habits determine how your day is going to go. Don't be the rep that shows up to the office late. Don't be the rep that fumbles and role plays. Don't be the rep that is smoking dope and not doing the things that you internally know that you have to be doing. The top reps in the industry, the serious reps in the industry, they're waking up early. They have a schedule in place. They're hitting the gym. They're going on a jog. They're reading a book, because that's what a winner does. The losers are the ones that are waking up late, showing up to the meeting late, and not doing what internally they know they have to do to go and win. Protecting your mornings. Your mornings determine how your whole entire day is going to go. If a rep comes to me and they say, I have a bad day, I couldn't get people to talk to me, people were just telling me no, how was your morning? What time did you even wake up? Were you even ready to win today? Because door-to-door is a mindset thing. If you go out there and you bagel, you're not trying as hard as you can be trying. So in the morning, create yourself a schedule that you can follow, because the micro wins that you get throughout the day is what stacks to the big wins that we're looking for. The micro wins that you get throughout the day lead to the big wins that you're looking for. It's like a snowball. It's a rolling effect, you know? If you do the things that you have to do, you're gonna get the results that you want. Stack the wins throughout the day. Build that momentum before you even get out there into the doors. Set up a consistent schedule. Protect your mornings. Health is wealth. Eat good. Make sure you have a good diet. If you're going to the gas station every single day, just eating that before the doors, not eating a good breakfast, of course you're not going to do good on the doors. Eating fuels us, and fuel is literally energy. And I always say this, energy is everything at the doorstep. Eat good. Stop eating the junk food. Actually start taking care of yourself, because health is wealth. Just take care of yourself. This one right here is for all the reps that just sit on the curb and don't take advantage of the day. Don't leave area early. Don't sit on the curb. What is so important that you have to be doing at home that isn't more important than the doors? We are a commission-only job. We eat what we kill. If you're not putting in your full effort every single day, you are literally hurting yourself. And nobody's gonna come and save you. I hate to be the one to say that, but nobody is going to save you. Why are you leaving hood early? If you get dropped off in hood, maximize every single conversation throughout the day. Don't walk on the sidewalk, walk through the grass. The only thing that we can control is our inputs on the doors. We can't control how many people tell us yes. We can't control how many sales that we get. But as long as you put in that input, you know that you're doing everything that you have to do to lead to that big win. But don't leave area early. Take advantage of the time that you have in area. Repetition is only going to bless you in this job. It will never, ever hurt you. Avoid negative reps in the office. If you're surrounded by people that are negative, of course you're going to be a negative Nancy as well. Surround yourself with the people in the office that are actually performing every day, going up and role playing and leading from the front. What the fuck do you have to learn from a rep that doesn't know what they're talking about and is struggling just like you? Just like I mentioned earlier, pull from the right grapevine. Learn from the people that are doing it right and have a good head on their shoulders. But if you fall into a negative mind state, and it's happened to me, it's door to door. It's not easy getting told no every single day. But do you think hanging around somebody else that is also in a negative mind frame gonna make it any better? No, don't hang out with reps that are bad. That means you're just not serious. Hydrate. Just have good hydration when you're out there on the doors. I know it gets hot. I know that you be working your butt off and you're sweating bullets, but hydrate. Ask a homeowner for water, ask a homeowner for a snack. Anything that you guys need, it's on the doors. Phone chargers, food, water, anything you need, just ask. Closed mouths don't get fed. Financial reality. If you are brand new into door to door, make sure you have your finances straight. You may go a month, you may go 2 months without getting deals, unless if you're like me and get deals within your first month or 2 weeks even. But your first month's income isn't going to be stable. Your first month's income is going to be up and down like a roller coaster because you're still figuring out what you are trying to do. You're still figuring out your pitch. You're still figuring out how to pull back. You're still figuring out all the things of just getting into door to door. There's no promises. So make sure you have a good budget available. I say at least $1,000 is perfectly fine. I only had $500 when I started. Spend smart. Keep your expenses tight. Don't go and spend money on things that you can't afford. Just start budgeting because you don't want to overexhaust yourself, get a deal, think you have a paycheck coming, and then maybe it cancels and then you don't have money coming and then you're back at square one. Door to door is really just delayed gratification. You know, you put in a lot of work, you don't see results, but you got to work until you win. Work, you lose. Oh, guess woke up today, I won. It is delayed gratification, but it is one of those jobs that will bless you so much if you just keep on putting in the work, keep on putting in your inputs. And that goes for anything in life. And once you've done sales and door to door for so long, you eventually learn that every interaction is a sale. But that's for another video. Don't panic sell. Like, if you don't know what you're saying, just be honest with the homeowner. Honestly, man, like, this is my first day out here. I just got dropped off, but here's who I am, what I'm doing, how it could potentially help you out, who you are, what you're doing, and then the offer. Close. But don't panic sell. Don't have commission breath. At the end of the day, our job is to be human beings. A lot of people get into door to door and they think that there's a way a salesman should act. I started seeing the most success because the same way I'm talking to you guys on my YouTube videos is the same way that I talk to anybody else when I'm working. It is a human interaction. Make them like you, make a friend, make a sale, and have a great fucking summer. If you're in your first 30 days of door to door right now and you are feeling that pressure of just getting started and not knowing exactly what you have to do, it's okay. That means that you're growing. But guess what? You don't have to figure it out alone. I built a system that shows reps the exact scripts, frameworks, and objection handling that you can use at the doorstep so you can get better before you just get burnt out. If you guys want access to that link, it's below. If not, try and survive your first 30 days because that's when you become dangerous.